Hey friends, I'm working on the Chord Tone Soloing book a little bit today. I've got a friend that's working through the book and he found himself on page 35, chords and arpeggios, which I think it's okay. He probably needs to go back and keep working on the first part of the book, but you know, he's ready to move forward a little bit. So we're talking about major triads here. I'm going to talk about pattern 1, which is a C chord shape, and we're going to move that up the neck into an arpeggio. It's pretty hard to see the diagram, I'm sure, but this is Chord Tone Soloing by Barrett Tagliarino. Excellent book. I recommend it. Musicians Institute, private lessons. Very good book. All right, I'm going to try to show you a little bit about this arpeggio and the chord shape. So pattern 1, you might know from the cage system, is a C shape, and the idea is you're going to move that up the neck. But when you move it up, you have to account for the open strings, which makes us build this shape, which when you're not used to that is pretty difficult. It's a C chord shape, but I'm covering the 3 skinny strings with my index finger. So you're spread out over 4 frets. So an arpeggio is the notes of a chord played one at a time. We can think of chords and arps interchangeably when we study harmony. For instance, horn players can only spell out the notes of a chord by arpeggiating it, but they still think in terms of the chord in a tune when soloing. I'm just reading the book a little bit. Triad arpeggios are used in all types of music, applied directly over their corresponding chords in the roots styles, and also as melodic substitutes over various chords in modern pop, R&B, and jazz. Triads are the meat and potatoes in chord tone soloing. I like it. All right, let's get right to this D major arpeggio is what my buddy Rick needs to figure out. I'm sure he'll do fine. So here we've got a 3rd, 5th, root, 3rd, 5th, root, 3rd, 5th. It's just a root, 3rd, 5th, which in D major is F sharp. Well, D is the root, F sharp's 3rd, A is the 5th. So this would be 2nd fret, 6th string to 5th fret. That's F sharp A. Then you can lay your pinky flat on the root. That's a full D major chord. Ouch. This guitar has insanely high action, so if I grimace, it's because it's pretty stressful to play it, but I love it. Then you get your ring finger on the 3rd interval, F sharp. Then you got a 5th, the A. Middle finger on the root. Here's another 3rd and a 5th. Of course, you can move it up a fret. Which gives us D sharp or E flat. One more fret gives us E. One more fret is F. Cool. One more fret is F sharp. Oh. Neat. And one more fret is G. And one more fret is G sharp. One more fret is A. I use those all the time. I sound a little stiff right now, but you know, once I hit the stage, watch out, man. Things are going to be it's going to be getting freaky. But that's the kind of, I use arpeggios in Surf Zombies all the time. So these are just major triads. And that's pattern 1 from the caged system. Of course, there's going to be pattern 2, 3, 4, and 5. And you can just get the book yourself if you want. I recommend it. Very awesome book. And it's really fun. It's well written, well organized, and it will take you to a very high level. But the first part is playable. And it's not impossible for beginners to get going on this book. So I've been working out of this book many years, and I've never made it through to the end. I just kind of work on the first, 3/4 of the book. So there you go. Work on that arpeggio if you've got the book. If you need any more info, or if you need a PDF, I can make one and send it to you. All right. Hey, subscribe if you can. That helps me. And have a good day. Thanks a lot.